Morning, dear children. Welcome back to geography class. So today we are discussing the food security. What do you mean by food security? Okay, so as all of us know that food is a basic need of every citizen, every person. So in each country, the governments have formulated their own food security acts. Laws have been passed in each and every countries to ensure the food supplement of a person, of each person. So what about food security in our country that we are discussing today? Okay, shall we go? Food security implies the satisfying the basic need, the availability of food to each and every citizen in a country. So the government has to ensure, either it is state government or the central government has to ensure the supply of food. That means the availability should reach each and every person in rural or urban any area in our country. That means in the society there are so many types of people. We can divide them into two. That means poor and rich. So we have to ensure the food security or the supplement to each and every member of the society. That is the aim of food security. So this particular aim has to be implemented in so many ways. So there are two sections in this, two components in this food security in India. Before going to that, let us check some important things about Food Security Act, which was implemented in our country in 2013. Okay, it was implemented in 2013 September 12, 2013. Okay, it is the important aim of the Food Security Act, which was implemented in our country, is to provide subsidized food grains to each and every individual. That is the main objective of the act is hunger-free India. So in order to implement that, the government have taken so many important strategies to ensure the food security of each and every person in our country. Okay, so here you can see a brief description of food security bill in 2013. It was passed in 2013 by the parliament. The Indian National Food Security Bill 2013, it is also known as Right to Food Bill, was signed into law in September on 12th of September 2013. This law aims to provide subsidized food grains to approximately two-thirds of India's 1.2 billion people. So under the provisions of the bill, beneficiaries are to be able to purchase 5 kilograms per eligible person per month of cereals at the following prices. Especially three important food items are provided by through this particular act. Okay, so subsidized price means you can see that rice at rupees 3 per kg, then wheat at rupees 2 per kg, then coarse grain, that means maybe a type of pulses at rupees 1 per kg. That is the reduced or subsidized price of each of the food grains which are provided through this particular act in India. So the price of rice is 3 per kg, wheat 2 per kg, and coarse grains at 1 per kg. Okay, so eligible person should given 5 kilogram per month. That means if the family is having 5 persons, each of them will get 5 kilograms per head. That means 25 kgs. Okay, so it is on the basis of the availability of the food grain which is available in the ration shop or in the public distribution system. So there are two components I already mentioned. That means there are two components. That means buffer stock and public distribution system. Through these two components, the particular law is to be implemented or enforced to the society. Okay. So again, you can see the National Food Security Act of 2013 aims to provide subsidized food grains to approximately two-thirds of the India's population. Then it was signed into law on 12th September 2013. Then the following security programs were implemented under National Food Security Act. You can see different programs. Midday meal scheme, that means the school children, especially in nursery school, that means in Anganawadis and in government schools, the children are provided with free midday meal. Okay, so that is through which the important scheme through which this particular act is implemented. Then integrated child development services scheme. Okay, then PDS, public distribution system, that means ration shops. Then National Food Security Act 2013 recognizes maternity entitlements. That means you can see, you may know that through Anganawadis, the pregnant women are getting some important benefits through this Anganawadis. They are provided with nutritional food supplements, sometimes then vaccination during the pregnancy. All these are given free of cost to the uh, pregnant women who are registered with the Anganawadis in each and every area in our country. So these are the important programs through which the act is implemented. Okay, so the social impact of the act is given here. That means first one, decrease the starvation of India. That means the aim of the Food Security Act itself is to create a starvation free or hunger free India. Then women empowerment, then computerization of PDS system, that means public distribution system. You may know, whenever you are going to this ration shop, the this, this distribution is given on the basis of computerized or digitalized manner. That means the members of the family who are included in the ration card can purchase, any of the member can purchase this items, food items from the ration shop. You know that, isn't it? Whenever you are going to ration shop, you can notice it. Then computerized public distribution system. Then scheme for child development, that is through Anganawadis. Integrated child development programs are there. Then controls to increase in price of essential grains. That means we have to reduce the price of essential good items, especially food items. Okay, then decrease productivity of nation. Sorry, my dear children, there is increase the productivity of the nation. These are the important social impact of this National Food Security Act 2013. Okay, so today we have discussed the introduction part of National Food Security Act. Okay, so I am concluding today's video with this. So the program or the National Food Security Act is aiming world's largest welfare scheme. It is known as the largest welfare scheme. That means, yes, it covers almost all the categories, all the sections of the society in our country. Then it is aiming to eradicate hunger from our country. Then empowerment of women, not a burden for Indian economy. These are the conclusion points in this part. Okay, so we can continue this particular food security topic in the next classes also. It is a vast topic, we have to discuss it elaborately. Okay, please go through that particular topic, food security, in the textbook. Okay, if you find any difficulty, you can contact me, children. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.